Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I am going to start with today's news. So Emmanuel Ptit will be one of the Arsenal legends out there. Baba Koli talk say Arsenal need to sign Jadon Sancho once he returns from his loan term at Borussia Dortmund. Now, Baba Konde explain say Arsenal under Mikel Arteta then get this capacity to actually develop players. So it be like say then they get problem from their parents' club, sign them over here, develop them into a better player. Look at Kai Havertz today, who was a shadow of himself when was playing for Chelsea, but today is doing very well for Arsenal. So Baba they share that sentiment. Say Jadon Sancho don't fire Dortmund, enter the Champions League final with Real Madrid. So people waiting for Manchester United, they don't know how to use them. So the question now becomes: do you subscribe to the line of thought of the likes of Emmanuel Ptit, where they clamor to make Arsenal go sign Jadon Sancho? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you really subscribe to that? Because for me, if the guy go click on Moko sign up, he's a good player. At least he's somebody good. If you see him on bench, he can be a good cover for our wingers. That's my own personal opinion. So I don't know what I think. Just let me know your thoughts on the matter. Now, today is the day the Lord has made. Today is the day we have been waiting for, the day of reckoning. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Now today it will happen. All right, so I don't know what to get from mind about this match, or the match gets so many connotations. We don't talk so much on the implications and the consequences of this match, and I don't think there's any need for us to start talking about it again. It will be like so it sound like a broken record, but this match, all Arsenal fans, our eyes are on this game. And when you go and look at what happened yesterday between Liverpool and Aston Villa, Liverpool for my hand, Liverpool don't make this mission of Tottenham Hotspur somewhat looking like impossible, because with this draw, when Aston Villa get against Liverpool yesterday, what it means is that Aston Villa are 5 points ahead of Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham Hotspur have 2 games to go. Aston Villa have 1 game to go. Now, for Tottenham Hotspur to have any semblance of hope, say they won't go Champions League, they need to beat Manchester City, which is looking like mission impossible. If to say Liverpool beat Aston Villa, then if Spurs draw, it will still be like a win. Yes, they will take and carry and enter the final day. But if Spurs draw, their title hope the Champions League hope is dead, because Aston Villa is 5 point gap them already. Now, if Spurs draw, it will come change that 5 points to 4 points. Now, even if Aston Villa lose their final game, now 4 points, then if Spurs come beat Sheffield United, Aston Villa will use 1 point gap Spurs enter the Champions League stuff. So as long as they win, it is done and dusted. So asking Spurs at this time of their lives, with their high line, with their injured players, to go and play against a juggernaut like Manchester City and ask them to beat Manchester for you is a far cry. It's a far stretch. Like, it is too much. That's what I would say. But we will see. Because the statistics is not looking well for Manchester City. According to the games, I lost like 5-6 games since Manchester City don't play for Tottenham Hotspur home for this new stadium. Man City never even score 1 goal for the head-to-head match here. They never ever score 1. Until they lose 1-0, 2-0, 1-0. Like, they never ever score 1. If you see the way we take play against Manchester United, we will play with somewhat fear and panic. We're very, very cautious. Now, so Manchester City will play at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They may be very, very cautious, because no say Tottenham Hotspur will be very, very reactive for this game. I don't expect Spurs to be proactive. Manchester City, if you look at the last 3-4 games they don't play, you always score an early goal to calm their nerves. So this time around, they will go all out in the first 15-20 minutes to make sure they score the first goal to calm their nerves and not allow them panic. So if that one no can happen, Fear, no matter you won't go, fear will enter your body now. It's possible. Fear will enter your body. Say yes, the vision will be small, even though na better pass them, they will be small. So all this now we ask that fans, they use to hold our body, they use to give ourselves hope. Say miracle go happen. Well, we go see how the match go unfold, but Liverpool no try yesterday. See Liverpool, like I saw me like carry the ball, go to Liverpool, like they no fear themselves to be Liverpool. They like that yesterday match, now Battle of Muzanga. Even the Martinez na first gift Liverpool free goal, and Liverpool were very wasteful on the night. Like, I wish they won that game. Like, it was very, very unfortunate till they actually go draw the game, but it is what it is. Now, Dejan Kulusevski will play for Spurs. So, Baba can come and they talk about the game. Kulusevski now said, we can beat Manchester City. They're going to ask him, say, what do you think about this Arsenal issue? Say if they win, they go favor. I say, anything about Arsenal, no concern me. We want to win. Get say whether the team go favor Arsenal, whether they no go favor Arsenal. Say that one no be your business. Say the way that they prepare for the match, say they just want to win. That's the way they say. And you can't get one news where they go viral about Kulusevski. Do you know that when he was playing for Parma, even before he can go play for Juventus, because he was playing for Juventus before he moved, the guy came out in the public domain that they asked him who is your favorite club in the world. He mentioned Arsenal, that he loves Arsenal, that he likes the way Arsenal play, and that one day he would like to play for Arsenal. This guy almost, some of you may not remember the stories back then when Conte did for Tottenham Hotspur. This guy almost joined Arsenal. Now Conte call him. Based on saying they say Conte get this personal relationship with him. Conte now convince him to go join this Tottenham Hotspur. That was why the guy go join them. Him and one other guy again where Arsenal be the reason, Rodrigo Bentancur. I remember that time the news. It was all over the media. Rodrigo Bentancur, Kulusevski from Juve. I remember that time. But now if you say don't join Tottenham Hotspur, everybody no go expect to come and say I still like Arsenal. I get so all those previous things don't be passed, but people don't go dig up all those stories. So many Arsenal fans want to say, "Oh, but I remember you say you like us, so we help us run out today, help us snack Manchester City because for the reverse fixture when they play for the Etihad, Kulusevski was a thorn in the Manchester City defense. So today we expect say himself making the just pay me say the Charles know because that one said they get young gra get, but it's unfortunate say he no go play. So just medicine son Kulusevski now go be saddled with the responsibility of getting the results here, even though it is looking like mission impossible, but just watch the 90 minutes. Even if Man City first score, I will still the watch out. Because I go say 1-1 is possible. But anything make Man City don't score 2 goals. Baba, that be me, I'll just off TV. I know watch again. But as long as now 1-0, I will see the watch. Anything can see happen. Penalty, they happen. Corner kick, free kick, like anything is possible. So we all see where the thing will lead us to. Then if this one no can work for us, people don't already the whole Miguel Antonio of West Ham, they don't the whole lamp for next. Baba, remember the comments you make where you don't predict say if this title race go down the wire, say Manchester City go collect one hand. And I remember that statement. Yes. Oh yeah, because if Man City beats this Spurs now, everybody go turn to West Ham now. Probably tell Antonio say, but remember what he talk. Even though Chelsea knocked them 5-0. So well, we'll just watch. This title race is very, very interesting. Arsenal really make them so much interesting again. Everybody don't fall behind. Now we just did there. In short, the FA is even behind us. So many neutrals. They behind us. They won't book a winner. Again, because it no go make sense. Make I even bust the brain. If Manchester City winner, there will not be so much roar. Yes, the national media in the UK will not really make a fuss about it. But if Arsenal mistakenly win, the national media will report that news for 1 month running. I can tell you, because you sure that everywhere will be, oh my God, it will be like say volcano erupts. Even for Nigeria, some people don't even tell me say CHUKS or more. One of my niggas say, Papa, if Arsenal win this thing, I don't know how I go feel. I feel go do Thanksgiving. You know how the thing they big people for body. All of my man say go buy cow. They don't celebrate. They know how people don't prepare. Get but who just watch. I pray it happens. Like I just hope gets make any or the force in the universe. Let it just favor us. Make it happen for our eye. Get since I don't support Arsenal, I don't go lie for you now once. But I will come on this picture. Since I support Arsenal, like 20 years now or 21 years. Now only once I don't celebrate title, and then I small. They'll be like now. You get that was 2022, 2023, 2025, 2023. I can't even remember the invisible season. Then now I really celebrate that. I never really know much about football. Just say yes, the supporters. I was supporting Bolton before because of JJ Okocha before I come move to Arsenal. But now you say I don't know so much about football. Get I study mass communication. I'm a sports journalist. Like I never really celebrate and say yes, we win the league. Now so much heartbreaks. That is why when I analyze things, I look back at my experience. You know, so we don't suffer too much. They come, don't suffer well. So we're supposed to reap the fruit of our labor this time around. Some people they will say since they don't support us and they never celebrate anything title, they never experience them. At least me, I feel they say I don't experience when I this small. But some people they will say they never experience them at all. Picking when you born with 20 years old, you don't know how the picking go down big. So now the experience of many Arsenal fans be that, and with a hope. Say this season, that is going to change. And well, let's see what the future holds. Now, Alan Pardon, admits, say Arsenal star actually deserves to win the player of the season over Phil Foden. So Babakari talks that Declan Rice actually deserves it in his own purview because Declan Rice has done so much for this Arsenal side. Say him, they really celebrate the player. He don't really transform into a great player for Arsenal, an important member of the first 11. If you remove Phil Foden from Manchester City will still function well. If you remove Declan Rice from Arsenal will not function the same. That goes to show you the level of importance where each of these players gets for their respective clubs. So that when you analyze all these things, you need to put all these variables on the table to know how important each player is to their own respective team. Now, away from that, even Gary Neville, they admit, say, in the very wrong about Arsenal player Ben White. And when they compare Ben White to Cesar Azpilicueta of Chelsea and Branislav Ivanovic of Chelsea, will be centre backs, where they also play as right backs. Those players are Chelsea greats. This news now from the Metro, I actually see the story. I read the entirety of the report and I was just smiling because Gary Neville was saying before, they really regard Ben White, but now with the kind of performances where the guy they put out there week in, week out consistently. Because when you look at the Arsenal backline, we have 3 consistent players who don't get any weakness. You see Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White. If you even observe, you will not say most wingers, most teams, they like to attack through that Ben White lane. Get now only on few occasions, like when we play the likes of I don't forget the team will play where the players they enter. I think Manchester United, Garnacho on the enter Ben White. Like I said tomorrow, no the Saka guys come back on the assist, even Postecoglou come back for the assist. But look at every other team. I don't think there's anybody who really lick Ben White like a pot of soup. The guy really stood his ground. Very consistent with a clean bill of health, always ready to play. Even though as in they play now, he's playing through pain, yet he's not complaining. The physios, people say, Baba can go do surgery, make he correct this pain. Yeah, before you go aggravate into something, Baba say no worry. At the end of the season, we go run now because this title is there very important. And no one here say something do me. They call another player, I'm not going to play my own position. Now, Gary Neville also, I watched the Gary Neville podcast. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, they're going to do that team of the season. So Gary Neville going to say in team of the season, Emiliano Martinez as a goalkeeper, Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Destiny Udogie. Those 4 people now being back 4. Then for the midfield, he choose Odegaard, he choose Rodri, and he choose Rice. Then for the attack, he choose Palmer, Haaland, and Phil Foden. For you to not say we don't get good players. Imagine the backline of Gary Neville with all his bias and subjectivity. He still choose Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ben White. That one night for you to not say we get players, so we get players. Come on, you get, but it is what it is. Now I think Spurs Kada when they put out a report where Gary Neville they talk say I love Rice, I love Phil Foden, but he's an absolute unbelievable player. Gary Neville names Arsenal star as player of the season. Now, when you read this report from Sportscaster, Gary Neville is talking about Odegaard. So Odegaard has been phenomenal this season. Odegaard is a seer. Get what Odegaard sees sitting down. If you like, go and climb the highest Iroko tree, you never see it standing or climbing on top of the top and staying there. So the guy makes Arsenal play flow very well. Like, the guy talks so much. As I read the reports, they see so much encomium. We got never the shower on Odegaard. They give him in flowers. My mind just flash back to the Manchester United game. Waiting Odegaard do Amrabat. Give her like this, Amrabat fly. Oh man, I don't know enough to remember that move. You get, if you go check Arsenal social media page, Arsenal poster this morning. The poster say Odegaard, your man. The guy just give Amrabat that Amrabat don't know what to do. The guy fly. Odegaard has been very, very phenomenal, and it is scary to note that he has not even reached his peak. Odegaard is like maybe 23, 24. He never reached peak. Baba never did drink peak milk. Even all reached like 27, 28 years. What are we going to be expecting from Odegaard? It's going to be a masterclass. So I just very happy. Now, away from that, so Chris Sutton, they explain one aspect. When him feel say Arsenal, they're actually better than Manchester City. So Babakale explains say when it comes to defense, Arsenal have a better defense than Manchester City. When you play against Arsenal, it is very unlikely that you will score. But when you play against Manchester City, they give you spaces, and that was what Kulusevski even mentioned when they were interviewing. Kulusevski say when you play against Manchester City, no matter how good they are, they leave spaces in behind for you to exploit if you know what you're doing. If you play against Manchester City, you will see chances to score. Just like Liverpool. You play Liverpool, you will see chances to score. So the question becomes, will you take your chances? Arsenal, no matter how good you are, they still restrict you to shot off targets. But you see shot on targets. But if you don't see, I mean, if you see an one or two, get. But against Manchester City, you will see chances to score. That is why Manchester City, in totality of this season, they kept just 12 clean sheets, and Arsenal kept 18 clean sheets. Arsenal considered about 28 goals. Manchester City considered 33 goals. Get. With all their buster money, everything they spend, you get, we see have a better defense than them. Although, Chris Sutton can put the caveats. So when it comes to attacking prowess, Manchester City is better than Arsenal, because when you look at the firepower they have on paper, they have Alan, Jeremy Doku, all those players, Edison Alvarez, they get all those players. But we don't get the type of attacking prowess we then get. Notwithstanding, we are still the league's top goal scorers. Now regardless of whether we get the firepower or not, it goes to show how our group collective efforts with the new division of labor, everybody is contributing to the main goal of our team. So I just say happy, at least people don't see us for what we are, and they don't give us our respect, because what we do, really they very, very easy. Now, going back to Postecoglou, who is the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. Now, ahead of this match, they ask Baba, say, this question, they don't ask him like 1 million times. They can't say ask him, they say, if they lose against Manchester City. So the fans, as long as they ask them to win the league, the fans feel they see them like bragging rights. Say, yes, Una no win the league. Yes, now we stop Una from not winning the league. So Baba can explain, say, you don't hear this thing, you don't tire. Say, they look bragging rights. Say, bro, be bragging rights. Say, bragging rights don't be trophy. Say, if they leave your own business, your own focus, they pursue Champions League. If they look your neighbor who won't go win league, if they try to stop your neighbor, instead of focusing on your own goal. Say, since when you come to Tottenham Hotspur, you don't check their Hall of Fame, like where they put all their trophy and everything. You never see anything. You don't see any trophy they put as bragging right. You don't see bragging right on the wall. Say, in major goal, aim, and aspirations for this club, now to win something, it was embarrassing for the interviewing section. Baba, they ask somebody, oh, was the last time Tottenham Hotspur won the title or won something? They say, Baba, they never win. I say, see, they never win that. So we need to chase. All this way that they talk, it suits me, because I actually want Tottenham Hotspur to have something to play for. Because if they don't get what they fight for, they don't go get that ginger to play against Man City. So at least they understand they need to beat Man City if they want to qualify for Champions League. If they don't beat Man City, then it is over. So now when match starts, we will know whether Tottenham Hotspur fans will they cheer them as then they play for the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or whether the fans will they cheer Man City. Now today, we'll find out all these things. So my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest things of the day. I mean, the fact say Emmanuel Ptit, who's an Arsenal legend, they advised Mikel Arteta, so they go sign Jadon Sancho of Manchester United, who's on loan from his parents' club to his former club, Borussia Dortmund, because the guy don't fire Borussia Dortmund enter the UEFA Champions League final. So at the end of the day, Arteta will decide. But the guy don't be bad player, but for me personally, if the money they made them get up, if now on loan again, they then get up. But I don't think they want to send him out on loan. I think Ten Hag is ready to forgive him, because imagine say Ten Hag still gets Sancho. I don't think they do like, see, imagine right when they score. So Sancho would have been doing so much for them. So based on the giveaway we do yesterday, we did give away for those who miss them. We gave 50 people 1,000 naira airtime, courtesy of Oga Ben. We do birthday on the day we beat Manchester United. So we got 50 winners yesterday. Then remember, after the show was done late in the night, I don't already try and give 18 people their airtime. So today I'll continue the disbursement of the remaining airtime. 32 more people to go. All right, guys. So I think this is a fine place to also call the show an end. So start coming your way in the evening to give you the evening news. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now get out. All right, guys. Bye.